Hi, it's Hart, and it has been way too long since we've hung out. And so, what I'm doing today is I'm pulling together some, oh, what do you call it? A couple of things, right? So, thing one, I get to say thing one and thing two. So, thing one is I attended Scotty's auction last night, and I understand they're going to continue the auction on Saturday. And so I sent a message and said, hey, can I throw something in for the Saturday auction? So I'm not a fast crafter, I'm a slow crafter. And so I took something that's 80% done, and I just want to finish it here today. Grabbed a couple of things in prep to make sure you guys don't have to wait on me too long for that. And then the other thing I'm going to be working on is I'm creating these little kits for the Hartists and any of the kits left over, because I bought a whole lot of these canvas boards. And so any of the kits left over, then they'll be in my own auction, but I've only started them, and I just want to add stuff to make them feel special. Figured I'd do that while hanging out with you guys. And then, I don't know, this is just my hodgepodge box. I don't really have a particular thing in this box. This is just my what I haven't put away box. So I might use my what I haven't put away box. I don't know that I'm going to be creating any books, so don't expect that. But yeah, let's get to Scotty's project first. Hopefully you can't see my goofy legs. I might have to move the camera because I think I can see my goofy legs and my messy underdesk. Hold on. Shh. Moving the camera, and it doesn't want to be moved. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, this was underneath. So I'm enjoying a fabulous cup of lavender and vanilla tea. Okay, so let's get to this. I made this a while back. I might need to zoom you in. I made this a while back, and it's just one of my junk journals. And I saw a ton of the junk journals going in the auction last night, and thought, hey, that might be a good thing, and people liked them. So I'm gonna, woo, don't look at my legs. I'm gonna zoom you in. Okay. Well, hey, Marilyn, Artsy and Luz. Or it's Lucy. Okay, so let me do a quick flip. Okay, so first, I cut all these out of a U.S. military bag a while back. And this military bag, it's crazy durable. So I'm thinking it'll make, and I gave a ton of these out in the hardest kits. I don't know how many they got. Some got one, some got a bunch. It just depended on what they tended to craft. But I saved back a couple for myself to play with. And when I make purchases with my own cash, I have no qualms with saving some things back. And I assume you guys would feel the same way, because I don't put 100% of my money into the foundation stuff. But it nearly. Okay, let's not talk about that. So let's make this for Scotty. I like that this has a cool eyelet, and it's pretty durable. And I pulled this off the stash. This is a book that I created when I was in the Grand Caymans. I put a little note to myself here. Cayman Islands, British West Indies. And then just said that my husband and I took this trip from December 1st to 15th of 2017. So that's how old this book is. It lets me know when it was done. And then we did the catamaran sail, reef snorkel, stingray sandbar. First time Tim jet skied. Watched kiteboarding, windsurfers. Oh my gosh, loved watching the windsurfers. We had a bunch of beach days. Went to Rum Point and Mimi's Dock Bar for cigars. We don't smoke cigars together anymore since his heart thing, but that's okay. That's okay. I miss him. I miss the cigars, not my husband. And that's why we don't smoke cigars anymore, is because I don't want to be missing my husband. Okay, so here's my flip through. I have little quotes in here. So good things come to those who wait. Greater things come to those who get off their ass and, excuse me, and do anything to make it happen. Unknown author. And I have some doodles, a flyer that came from that book. I'm working on a better me. I think I did a flip through of this before because it was 80% finished. I have some pullouts. This says, I'm going to show you real quick. This says, face everything and rise. But if you look backwards, I wrote, forget everything and run. I don't know what I was thinking on that day. So obviously I was afraid of something. American Airlines. Now this is a taxi receipt. Isn't that cool? I thought that was kind of cool and different. Think Good Thoughts. Now baggage thing. And there's lots of journaling space in here. And like I said, this is one that's 80% done for Scotty. For Scotty's auction, not for Scotty herself. Even though I do adore my Scotty, I should send her a little something too. Old calendar page. What does the Jolly Roger flag mean? I mean, you're traveling in the Grand Caymans. You might want to know about the pirate history. Stay open, curious, fearless, transparent, and willing to be and love being exactly who you are. Read this before use. Isn't that funny? This is where we stayed and what our confirmation certificate was. If the people don't want these kinds of things, that's fine. But I think it gives... oops. Oh, look at that. Well, I guess they get a picture of me. This is when I went to the post office to mail stuff off, and you had to get a badge so you can see visitor, but I wasn't going to visit someone. I was visiting the post office in the hospital. These are Tim Holt's papers. These ones. I just love his art style. All right, so this came from the iPad mini. And it just was so cool, I had to repurpose it. And so I left the fact that it came from the iPad mini in here, and they can use it for whatever they want to use it for. And then a little flag. You know, because we're in the British West Indies, so you need a little piece of that in there. So you want to live on an island, it gives you information. And no, honestly, I don't. I don't want to live on an island. Okay, this here was something separate. This I picked up when I was in Paris, and it's a Paris postcard, and you can see where that's from, what we visited there. I think it was a restaurant, but honestly, I have no idea. When ships were wood and men were steel. Why we drive on the wrong side of the road. Okay, go in there. So it's just a stapled pocket. And now I'm trying to get it back in. It doesn't want to go in. There we go. So this pocket's like the easiest pocket to make. I stapled it on the left. I stapled it on the bottom. It was probably a fold out, and I decided I wanted a pocket that size. Well, hey there, Rose. Just more papers. And the other side, this is an envelope of something I ordered from China. Another little itty bitty pocket. Here, let's put something in there from a place I lived for about 20 years. Well, not literally. I mean, that's just the Arizona Jean Company. Ooh, obviously, I only spent $3.99 on it. Whew, that's awesome. Okay, car maintenance checklist, fall maintenance checklist, weekly checklist. Those are checklists that I created when I was making Midori inserts, which is the size this is. And so let's just do this. So now I know that I want it to go in here. I'm not sure. I've already stitched this. You can see that I used a wax thread to stitch it already. Do I want to sew it in so it's permanent, or do I want to create something they can continue to add stuff and remove stuff? That's the question. You tell me. Do I sew it in, or do I add and remove stuff? And while I'm doing that, let's get something. Why did I grab the E6000? What was I thinking? I don't need that much. I just wanted to add endurance because it's make that cluster that I made a while back is one of the few that I have left. Nobody needs to know that I made it, so I don't need to do anything about that. But you know, what Scotty's going through definitely takes some endurance. So I just want to add a little bit of glue. And yep, I add way too much glue. Don't make fun of me for that. Oh, no, don't drop it, woman. I guess that's where we're going to put it now. And it kind of partially covers the word freedom. Oh, look, it's even the same pen. What are the odds of that? All right, so I'll hold this for a second. So I'm going to make a pocket out of this one that says 19 Crimes. And this was a wine that I learned about while I was in the Caymans. And I saved the wine label. And so I have it to where the person, if they want to, can peel this off and reuse it. Yeah. It's just that this is one of those fabulous wine labels that does that. Now, you may be in a state where it just adheres hard. Gosh, isn't that crazy? 2 years later and it wants to come off. Let's just do that. Let's just take it off this black background and just attach. No, I don't want to do that. Whoever gets it, they'll know. They can take it off if they want to take it off. All right, and I want the book to go about there, which means I want the pocket to be about here. Now, a challenge I have in my head is this double-sided stick tape going to work well on this nylon? So whoever receives this after it goes through the mail, let me know how well that worked attaching to the nylon. Maybe that's why I was thinking about the other glue, E6000. But I do prefer to use score tape when I'm making pockets because it's instantly stuck. Well, hey there, Ray. Oh, wait, hold on. I am trying to see. Albrecht, I don't think I've met you before. It's a pleasure to meet you. All right. I get distracted, don't I? All right, yes, I'm sticking this down before I decide to stitch it. And that's just what I'm doing. And let's give it a little more space. There we go. And see how that goes. We should have something that goes inside there, huh? Do you fit? Look at that. Perfect. Almost perfect. I have a stack of things over on my right that I keep that allows me to pick a size that works. And that's just a little bit too wide. Let's do this one. It's a little too tight, I think. You don't want to see the messy table next to me. Ooh, that's crazy. Okay, what does this one say? The ancient values of dignity, beauty, and poetry which sustain human life are nature's inspiration. They are born of the mystery and beauty of the world. Do no dishonor to the earth, lest you dishonor the spirit of man. Hold your hands out over the earth as over a flame to all who love her, who open to her the doors of their veins. That is beautiful. And it got rocks on the back. All right. Are you too long? No, you fit fine. Stay down there. I don't want to sew you in. That would be cool if I stitched it though, huh? All right, do I want to just stitch you in? That is the question. You can see my original stitching right in the middle here. I could do that, but I'm telling you, I like Midori's. All right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it Midori style. But I don't think I've ever stitched it in for you guys on camera. All right, I have this. I have a surprise for all of the Hartists. This month, I'm going to be sending them all a pokey tool, except for those who can't have sharp things. Oh no, where is it? I have a box of things that I use when I'm making journals. And I totally thought it was in the drawer. See what I get for cleaning up my room? I can't find it. Oh, monkey booty. That's horrible. That is horrible. It should be right next to me. I must have taken it downstairs. Look at me being irresponsible. Oh, wait, I found it. I put it away right underneath my feet. Okay, this is my toolkit. All right, so each one of the Hartists is going to get a pokey tool like this, except it's going to be skinnier. It's not going to be so chubby. And each time I've bought these darn needles, the needle is not thick enough. The needle eye is not wide enough for the thread I send to go through. So I have now 2 packs of needles that the eye is not big enough. I need to find some needles to order where the eye is big enough to send them. But oh yeah, this is what the pokey tool is going to look like for the Hartists that I sent to every single one except for the people who can't have sharp things. So I'm excited about that. All right, let's do this. All right, so I have a pokey, I have this, and I'm going to try to see if I can do it without a needle. Okay, and the reason I'm going to try to see that, and maybe I won't use this, the reason I'm going to try to see that is to see if the Hartists can do their stitching on 2mm elastic without a needle. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. I like that. That looks cute. Alright, so look at how I wing it. So I'm going to put a pokey here. Let me do it this way. Where do I want you? Here. And if I only want one, I only need one hole. So I guess for the first time I'm making a single signature. And I'm going to try to do it. Oof. Okay, I'm going to push it all the way through to get it nice and wide. And watch your fingers, folks. For those of you who are Hartists that are getting one of these, and I did buy enough to put some in my next auction too, where I'm going to make these cute little kits that have them. Let me try to line it up. If you don't have cork that you can stack up like this, then what you should do is use like a phone book or something in the crease of the phone book. Not on your lap. And if a Hartist sees this video and really doesn't want a pokey tool, send me a note. That's fine. Alright, let me see if I can do this. I've never made one with one signature, I don't think. I don't want to have it go around in a full circle. Yeah, I'm still going to put 2 holes, top and bottom. Because I don't want it in a full circle. You guys are seeing me design it on the fly. Isn't that horrible? Alright, so I still need 2 holes. One up top, one on the bottom. If you can't see that, maybe that's a closer look. There you go. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. I'll call the top hole number 1, the second hole below it number 2, and then as counting down from top to bottom, that'll be number 3, and the very bottom hole will be number 4. Now what I'm going to need is a button. Ooh, that reminds me, I should send a bunch of buttons in the hardest kits. Alright. Let's get a military looking one. Am I going to be able to thread this through without a needle? Alright, let me see. Oh, yep, it'll go through. Okay. Now, how do you know how much thread you need? Well, I'm only doing 1 signature, so I'm just going to be... Let me sit down again. Is this the one I need? Yeah, there we go. So I'm just going to do it twice. 1, 2. And my process generally is however many signatures I have, I count it from the top of the book, not just at the dots, but from the top of the book to the bottom of the book with a little extra. So let's say I have 3 signatures, then I do this count 4 times. And so because here I have 1 signature, I'm just going to do it 1 time. I'm sorry, 2 times. You know what I'm saying? So then that's what I mean. So for 1 signature, I want it to go around 2 times. That'll make sense in a second. All right, I haven't looked at my chat in a bit. I'm just talking. Humming the Hokey Pokey song. Oh, hey there, Patricia. I didn't even know you were in here. And Laurel? I don't know if we've met yet either. Oh, wait, yes, we have. Forever Purple. Yep. And then... All right, I do get distracted. I'm sorry, guys. I get distracted. Hey, by the way, if you want to say something to me... Yeah, I am using, actually, a wine cork at the end of the pokey tool. I poked every one of the hardest pokey tools into a wine cork. And I'm going to be shipping them inside of a cute little white box that they can decorate in decoupage. That's way bigger than what I need for the cork things, but hey. All right, let's see if I can do this without... Oh, man. Let's give me a nice tip on this side. This is a good test. Don't use your pokey tool to push it through because, oh yeah, this is not going to work. Oh, man. All right. It might. And yes, I'm trying to do this because I'm trying to see if I should wait on sending the pokey tools until I can finally get the... Let's just repoke it. Try that. Because it seems like this material healed up on itself. Yeah, that's what happened. All right. So I'm starting from hole 2. You can see there. From the inside. And then I'm going to go from the outside into hole 1. Okay. So hole 1, I'm repoking just because this material seems to be healing itself back up again. And yes, I can do this with my fingertips. That's exciting. That will be success. And hardest, as soon as I can find the upholstery needles with an eye big enough, I need to buy 36 of them. I'm going to have to keep trimming this. I need to buy 36 of them. Actually, I have 2 more applications, so it might be 38 here pretty soon. There's a huge vehicle out front. Alright. You know what would be nice is if I had some Scotch tape on me. That would make it act more like a... Oops, wrong thing. Why does this heal so fast? That's just crazy. I know you guys are getting impatient with me. I'm sorry about that. Alright, that's not happening. Alright, Hartists, I'm going to go ahead and send you guys the pokey tool in advance. If you have the big needles, that's great. If not, then hold off on doing any of your sewing because it's going to drive you as nuts as me. And I need to get mine out of here. And I wish that it was big enough. Is that one big enough? Probably. It's different if you're stitching through something like leather. Yeah, see, even this one's not big enough. And it's a huge eye for a needle, but it's not big enough. Oh, this is not making me happy. I might just resort to putting this aside until I can find my upholstery needle, which is probably in that box. I'm just too impatient to find it. And for those with eye challenges, I definitely need a really big needle for you. Yeah. Alright. And I've tried all different kinds, and there's always only one in the pack. Oh, here's one. This one will work. There's always only one in the pack with an eye big enough to hold the 2mm thread. Okay, you don't want to sit here and watch me tinker with this. I'm very sorry. What's the chat doing? That's weird. Yeah, I don't have a thin crochet needle, but that's not a bad idea. I wonder if I can get those at thrift stores. I seemingly can never find the upholstery needles at thrift stores. All right, so now we'll just go back to this. You go in from hole 2, from the inside to the outside. Then you go from the outside to the inside into hole 1. You go down to the bottom. You go into hole 4, from the inside to the outside. You do want a little bit of tension, but not too much. And then, you know what? Yeah, that stinks. I didn't put my button on there, so it'll be okay. So into hole 3 from the outside to the inside. And you see how I have a little too much tension? You want a little, but that's too much. And you're pulling it until it lifts up slightly, but not too much. Then I'm done. Then I stitch it. And I still don't know how to do 2 signatures unless the way I could do this is to make a knot at the, I meant to say, I still don't know how to do 1 signature. So let's just do a knot at the top and bottom. There we go. Yep, I'm figuring this one out as I go. There we go. And we're going to have a knot. So over, under, under, over. And that allows you to do your square knot. I used to live on a boat, so I have a whole bunch of little fancy knots. But do I remember them? No, not really. Alright, here's why I left the extras, because then I can have this be a bookmark. So then I go just over this once this way. If you ever need to tighten it, it's easy to tighten. It's not a good knot, so I can just go over the opposite way to make it a good knot. There you go. And look at this. Now we have a book. After all that drama, that was way too much drama to make a single signature. Rubber needle grippers. I don't even know what that is. I'll have to go look to see what that is. You know, I'm thinking about, you know, those one needles that have the gigantic eye and are super thin for like when you do beading? I could do something like that, but I'm not sure how good that would work through paper. So I really love, personally, using these ones and the one that's curved when I do my books. So I try to provide them the same kinds of tools when I do things. Okay, now you see that my pocket sticks over a little bit, but that's okay with me because that controls this edge. This edge needs something too. It's cute though. So what do we need? I want to put something here. Oh, maybe this just goes on the inside. Yeah, that'll just go on the inside. And wrap it around. I'm looking for some pretty lace. I mean, I could go rugged. No, that's too thick. I have some ribbon. Oh, look, it even has Velcro. This came off of when you buy bedding stuff. Yeah, I don't want to use that. I want it to be pretty lace. Oh, let's get some pretty lace. And now I have some. All right. And let me see how this looks. This, some kind of a trim. Oh yeah, this is cute, but I think lace would be better. All right, I do have some lace sitting over here. It's about 10 yards, so hold on one second. And I'll find the end. Should have just gone straight to this, but I was hoping I had something smaller where I didn't have to trim off the yards. There we go. And I want to wrap it a few times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I don't measure anything. That's just kind of how I do it. Thank you for PMing me the details, Rose. I appreciate that. All right, so let's first make a little knot in here. Why not? Put it on the inside. Put it on the outside. The outside's cute. Not too tight. And I have no idea if I made it a perfect knot or not, but it'll be cute. Maybe I can lace a bead or something on it. All right. Then put this through. And all I'm going to do this is at the bottom, wrap it around. And tuck it in the top. And that's it. It's kind of simple. It's a little too simple, maybe. But I don't know. What do you guys think? It's cute. Maybe. Well, hello there, Lizama. Laura, right? Oh, a plastic tapestry needle would be amazing. That would be amazing. The project for today is Scotty Allen, who is an amazing person, is not able to afford all of her treatments. And so people were doing a fundraiser for her. So I wanted to do a contribution of an item that I've made for a fundraiser for her. Not my fundraiser. Jessica Rapp's the one that put it on. When I finish this live, I'll put the link to the fundraiser that happened last night, which thankfully in the auction it was all fundraiser type prices. I love trees, so I drew that tree one day. So yeah, it's just fundraiser type prices. But it's lovely to contribute to someone who contributes to so many. And so I just took one of my junk journals and finished it, because you know how we all have half-finished projects. And that's it. It's not fabulous. It's just cute. It's from me, and it's just a little contribution. Let's feel like I want to throw extra things into it, so maybe I'll put a couple of fun quotes. Yeah, not that one. I get enough exercise just pushing my luck, and there we go. Always wear your invisible crown. Put those two in there, and then that'll be it. Yes, they don't fit, but I don't care. They're just going to go in the back. And that's it. So the next thing I'll be working on is finishing up, and for those of you who are Hartists, it's a little sneak peek even of some things that are coming your way. But I'm not going to do the hardest ones on camera. I'm going to do the other ones that I have left over on camera, and I really did buy this many. Isn't it crazy? So I went and I bought a bunch of these, and then I bought a bunch more because I decided it might be kind of fun to for the kits that I would like to do myself, to make them available to other people besides just the Hartists when I do the auction things. So I'm shifting gears. You know what? Let's do this. Let's make a little note before I forget to make a little note to the person who buys that. Assuming I have a pen nearby, this pen will have to work. Thank you for helping a wonderful person. Hugs. Care. Well, I don't know if they know who I am when they buy it, so I'll just put Care Hart. Bye, Virginia. Oh, Virginia! I totally... Who's Laura? Laura is witchy. Man, I am so bad, and I feel so bad for when I mess up people's names. I do. I do. Man, I'm sorry. Okay, now on to the fun stuff. So what I think I'm going to put in here, and I'm looking for your feedback. So I have like my chat window up close to me today so I can see it better. And I'm looking for your feedback. Here's what I have in it so far. So I have a 10 Holtz thing, which gives me, and yes, each of the Hartists are going to get these things too, but I used, oh look, that one has like a little flat edge. I must have cut that on a corner. These fake looking buttons. Like this. And they can decorate them how they want. Poke it, and you can see it. I don't know why I'm poking into my hand like that, because I'm a goof, but yeah, you can see that. The fake little buttons. And then this cute little bit here. The reason I grabbed my big case of crazy stuff is because I also have string in there. And I'm thinking of adding all kinds of weird stuff inside of these packages. So each package won't be the same, and that's what I'm going for. And so if I'm thinking of how I would decorate it, I would probably paint the back of this first. Oh, and I also have an authentically old book page that, by the way, please don't use it in a book to fold it. It's brittle. It's a brittle book page. It cracks easily. And this is its natural color. I didn't dye it. And so you can rip it or you can use it just as a background. This piece right here, you know, this came in that Tim Holtz dye, which was pretty cool. And then I have this little thing, which I think is cool, that I thought if I was doing it, I'd put some thread around it. So there's a bit of thread we'll throw in there. I don't know, that's probably good. Let's just do some kind of a half measurement. 1, 2, and the string goes flying. And so I'll just put this in here. And now you guys see how I put kits together. I just sit there and over again, I'll pull things out that look like it makes sense on the page. Now, this would be too chunky because it has that big back to it. But maybe I give everyone just one real button that ties out. I don't have enough of these, so I'll have to change it up who gets what buttons. And every one of the hardest should have gotten a half, is it a half pound? Did I send you, someone send me offline, did I send all the hardest buttons? I don't remember. I think I sent it last month. Ooh, another thing is, all the hardest, you're going to be getting 50 of these, and I'm going to try to figure out how to make, well, not 50 packages, a package of 50 of these. And I'm going to try to figure out how to make them into different kinds of things for you, but you'll have these on stash, which is kind of cool. And it took me forever and a day to count out 50 in each of the packages, and I did end up having more. That was cool. All right, what else? Let me put these things back before I lose another pokey. Let's do that. Set this down. And set this thread aside. Okay, what else would look good in this kit if I was creating a kit for someone to create a little mini work of art? My thought was 2 random colors. Awesome, Rose. Thank you. And because you said that, you can either retract your comment if you want, because I do keep it quiet. Or if you want, send me an IM and I'll delete it after the show. Show. I called it a show. Isn't that ridiculous? Okay. So what I'm thinking in this kit, right? So I have all these things so far. It looks cute. And this is why I thought I would put these in the auction, because they're so darn cute. And you guys are going to help me figure out what the flat rate price will be for the ones in the auction to help raise funds to cover the shipping. And my cost outlay, I had the doilies. These are file folders, so that's not expensive. Buttons aren't that expensive. I guess they add up after a while. The canvas did cost something. I don't remember what it was when I went shopping for it. But let's get some colors that look good together. So if I gave someone pink, what would look good with the pink? Pink looks good with gray. So I'll do it like that. Then they have their background, their decoration. What is missing? Oh, let's put a little dabble of ribbon. Ooh, what about a piece of metal? A piece of metal would look good. They can cut the ribbon however they want, but I know, I love dress forms and spools. Patricia, Creative Trish, you guys know where's Creative Trish? Okay, for those of you who get these kits, especially the hardists, this is wire, if I still have enough of this to be wire. So just be careful that you don't poke yourself with the wire. All right, I'll stick that in the front. No, you're going in the back because I don't want you to poke anything. Well, let's put your pretty side out. There we go. Okay, what's missing? Ooh, another piece of paper. I have this on my desk. So I have pink and silver. Let's choose something that looks good with the other images, or pink and gray. What is this? This is called Immortal Love. And I don't remember who donated this, but it was donated. I pulled it out of the office. Which now, I don't know if you guys know this, but after we bought the house, my husband and I just, oh, that's a good color to put with this. Yep, that's a good color. My husband and I bought a shed, so I can put everything in the shed. Oh, it's only one-sided. That's okay. And have easier access to when I'm making the kits. I hold the auctions at my house because I have, you know, I don't know, it's just easier to hold it at the house versus all the people talking in the office. Yeah, one page is good. All right, what else is missing? Ooh, let's put a dauble of lace. I mean, we have it down here. Let's just put like a little bit. Let's make it the width. There we go. The width of that. All right, I'm feeling like that's a good kit. What do you think? Is anything missing? A flower? Well, hey there, Lynn. Okay, Lynn. Lynn is the person I was chatting with, and I couldn't find it in my instant messages what to put in this kit. This is the kit I was talking about, Lynn. Let me show you what I have so far since you just joined. All right. What was the other thing you said would be good in the kit? And I think it was napkins. That's what's in my head, but I'm not really sure. So I do have a stash of napkins. Okay, so I have a little piece of ribbon right there. A piece of paper. A piece of the lace that you donated, Lynn, because I had 10 yards left over that I saved back. I was going to put it in this auction, but now it's not going on this auction. All right, then I have a little bit of string. It is kind of fun doing this. Isn't it silly? I love making kits. All right, this is canvas board. Truly vintage piece of paper. Let's turn this over. A little paper doily. All right. Now in here safely. 3 fake buttons, which are made out of vintage file folders, because I have to say these file folders, I shouldn't say vintage, but they're definitely not a year old. These file folders are at least a decade old from where I got them from. Not all my file folders are like that, but these ones are. Okay, so I have the dress form, 3 little buttons, 1 real button, which will vary from person to person because, you know, that's just how it goes. And 2 coordinating little paints, which will obviously cover more than just this piece. So I can fit in 1 or 2 napkins. Let me get the little stash of napkins. Well, goodness gracious. Hey there, Cheryl. I didn't know that little sister Cheryl is crafting is also Newbie Cheryl. You're no longer Newbie Cheryl. That's cute. All right, here's my stash of napkins. All right, I have to clear off some room because we have to sort through and make sure we pick really good napkins. Now, this is what takes me so long, everyone, is I don't... Ooh, besides the napkins, I have a jar of Yummies over here. Let's look at this jar of Yummies. Everybody knows I love keys, so let's put a key in there. That's good. Oops. And then... Will one of these even fit? I'm thinking 2... Well, this is pink and gray. This might work. Been good all year? Silly question. That's very Christmassy. But they could cut her out, and she doesn't look Christmassy. But then she'd have the red purse. I don't know about that. Something smells spoiled and rotten. That's my children. Truth number 3. A woman is helpless only when her nail polish is drying. That's funny. Women always land on their feet. Let's put that one in there. And then they can use this napkin however they want. I do feel like 2 napkins is too much for this tiny canvas. I don't know. Oh, please fit. I don't want you to bumble. Oh, it is. Darn it. I really don't want to fold it. Let's see about other kinds. Do the long ones? Are the long ones skinnier? Ooh, the long ones are skinnier. So let's go for the long ones. I don't know if I have enough long ones to put in everybody's. All right, well, this one, I need an opinion, guys. Will this look good with the pink and gray, or should I go for another one? All right, we're going to do some sorting. This is just how I go. Now you're truly just hanging out with me, because this is how I do it. I can't do it all at once, and if I put it off till later, it never happens. I have to get to it and get this project done. So what I'm going to do is go through this massive stack of Fabulous and pull out all the ones that are long like this. Oh my gosh, that's fabulous. Napkins are definitely something I love to send, and I don't know that I've sent enough of them. These napkins right here are napkins that have been donated for, oh my gosh, those are cute, that have been donated or that I've acquired. And so, oops, I need to put this in the Christmas box. I'm going to be doing a Christmas in July, and so for, ooh, look at this one, it's Paris. That's fabulous. So now maybe we use the napkins to choose what color paints. Wouldn't that make more sense? That's what we're going to do. All right. I'm going for all the lean and mean long ones. All right, I think I have enough long ones. Put this aside. And I have boxes inside of boxes, so I'm sorry for making a mess right in front of you. Oh, come on. There we go. Well, hey there, Clint. You know, you may be new here, but these ladies are gentle and sweet. Okay, so let's look at these and look for one that goes with the pink and the gray. That looks good, but it's a little too wild for me. Oh, this one looks good with the pink and the gray, I think. We're going to find a better one. That one's better. Gosh, these Paris ones are amazing. Ooh, that's really good with the pink and the gray. That's done. So this is the napkin that goes with this set. And you know what? I'm going to have to be able to close it. Let me see. Yeah, that's going to be hard because it doesn't quite fit. So either way, the napkin's going to have to fold. Dagnabbit. Well, I'm just going to fold it over the top like this. And then this kit will be considered done. That'll be number 1. Was there anything else you guys think I should add in that, or is that more than enough for one canvas? Maybe, I don't want to make it 2 canvas, because then I won't have enough to go beyond the hardest. All right. You have a good one too, Sherry. You take care. Oh, the flower. Yes, the flower. That's a great idea. I needed the flower. Crap. What did I do with the flowers? Oh, I put the flowers in this box. All right. Okay, these are the flowers that I have. I just ordered a bunch of little flowers that come in layers. And And I also am sending out this month brads to all the Hartists. Aren't you guys getting a sneak? So if the Hartists watch this, they're going to ruin some of their surprises. So let's put that flower in there, or this one. That one. Yeah, that one. Let's look at this first. I have too many of the red ones. Yeah, this one now. I like these too. These are so fun. Oops. Nope, nope, not that one. Oh, goodness. Come out of here. I'm just a mess. You guys had no idea I was such a mess. All right, this is going to go on. Oh, it's cute on the front and the back. You know, this is more than you need for one project, but it'll be cute. No matter what you end up doing with it, but I encourage you to do a canvas. Well, Hartist, your kit is going to look similar to this. And for those of you looking forward to the next auction on March 9th, I'm going to be doing a bunch of these guys. So that's kind of fun. So now I kind of need to give myself a list. What did I add? Because I don't want to mess this up. Because I want to do the hardest ones offline so they don't see what's coming. Put these flowers in here for now. Let's make a quick little list. This is a little note about my fear of water. I can't go in pools because I'm afraid of chlorine. Isn't that stupid? Even though there's chlorine in my shower water, that freaks me out too. I have so many anxieties and so many fears that I was trying to capture what freaks me out about pool and ocean water. And so I was saying lack of clarity, invisibility, shore entry, that freaks me out. Chlorine freaks me out. Humans being present, that freaks me out. They might be bleeding. They might have bodily fluids. It's just gross to me. And then I stopped writing it because I was getting into a negative space. So anyway, we don't need all that. You guys didn't want that much information on me. All right. Yeah, Jean Peter, I'm looking forward to it too. I love doing the auctions and hanging out with you guys. It's so much energy and so much excitement. And for those of you who don't know Scotty Allen, there was a fabulous auction last night that Jessica Rapp put on her channel. So just look up Jessica Rapp, Scotty, S-C-O-T-T-Y-E, and you'll find it. And they're doing another auction on Saturday to finish up the things they couldn't finish. Okay, so we have... all my kits already have these things. So what are the things I added besides those? And so we added paint. We added a key, metal key. We added a button. We added string, ribbon, lace. Is that it? Oh, napkin and flower. All right. Is anything missing before I set it aside and say, oh man, oh yeah, piece of paper. Paper dash pretty paper. All right, and it's all coordinating. So let's go to the next one for coordinating, and we will coordinate off of the napkin because that's my constraint. Kit number 1 is ready to go. And I'm putting them in that box you saw me set on my table a second ago. There we go. All right, and set these flowers aside. The easiest way for me to do this is to pop in a button to each one first because those are just neutral. And then I won't forget the button. And I'm knocking crap over on my table. Can you guys hear it? Button there. Button here. And is this boring for you guys because I'm recreating the wheel, or is it okay because each one's going to be a little bit different? And these are all the ones that I have left over after preparing the ones for the Hartists. Isn't that exciting? And every Hartist, even if they're a jewelry maker, I'm going to send this to them anyway. And the reason I'm doing that is because I think that even if you do jewelry, this would be a fun kit to just, the pieces themselves might inspire you to do something. And maybe that's just because I'm a paper crafter. Okay, artists, if you don't want the kit, let me know. Hey, I don't want the kit. All right, I'm done with that particular one. So let's do, I have to make sure they're flat. Let's go with a somewhat neutral. I don't want a bright white. Oh, that's, yeah, that's flat enough. Look at these ones. These are cute. I need 3 more. 3 more. 1. Now all the buttons are done. I can set my buttons away. 2. 3. And when I go off camera, I'll do all the ones for the artists. Okay. And I won't do all of these on camera either. That way, there's still a little bit of surprise. Everybody loves a little bit of surprise. What do I have in here? Oh, that's just when I stash stuff. I don't need that. Okay, this is a new kind of acrylic paint to me, so for those of you who get this, let me know. Oh, I'm excited that I have more napkins coming. That's fabulous. Healing hugs regarding water. Yeah, thank you. I have a laundry list of just... Do I need more buttons? You know what? I ordered pounds of buttons, and what happened is when I received them, they were all exactly the same. They were awesome because they were plastic military buttons. They were absolutely awesome. And they weren't like cheap plastic military buttons. They were wickedly cool military buttons, even with those bodkin things on the back of them. But they were all the same. And so buttons-wise, it would be lovely to have a variety that's not the blacks and the whites, or just even if it's the blacks and the whites, a variety of buttons that they can tinker with. All kinds are good too, because this kind is the best for when you're making journals. These kinds are awesome for when you're attaching them to paper or doing mixed media. But yeah. All right, so let's pick out 2 colors that go with this. You know what? They don't have red in this mix. So this one is going to be a hard one to do. I don't want to do blue. Certainly no yellows. No greens. So this one is actually going to get black and white. How boring is that? Oh, I don't want to do black and white. Maybe I shouldn't have done gray in the other one. Let's go back and change the color now that we see this from pink and gray to pink and pink, because the 2 flowers are pink and pink. You guys agree with that decision? Oh my gosh, that's funny, Lynn. You always read ahead. You see around corners. You know, I am, just so you guys know, I am going to delete the chat on here for today's chat, just so you guys know that. All right, so now I have, I think, gray, and let's go with gray and black. That would be good for a background on this one. And I really am going to have to just take it out each time, huh? Yeah. Or I can just put it on the back. Where's my list? Because I already forgot what I put in. So I added the paint. Oh, I didn't add the key. So let's add the key. Now you guys see that I have to do these lists all the time. I added the button. String. We didn't do the string yet. Where is my string? Oh, no. Well, I know I need this. And I really shouldn't be using these scissors. I hate when I do that to myself. All right, you're going in there. Let's pick a good flower. This one is fabulous for it. All right. And we need a good paper to go with this too, so let's put a good paper in this one. And if you guys are wondering, do I really take this much time when I make the hardest kits for individual tiny little kits? The answer is yes. That's what I do when I sit at home and we're watching TV, is I sit and I make kits. All right, so we have, where's my string? All right, that's something. Remember I said I dropped it, but I thought I picked it up. Somebody's going to tell me, it's right in front of you. But I'm really not seeing it. You know, I even save these kinds of papers because that paper is awesome to reuse. Set this aside. I'm about to give up on finding this particular string and go with another one. But I really liked it with the gold, dagnabbit. I guess I'll just do the string at the end when I clean everything up and find the string. But my lace I can't lose. How many times did I do this? Just one little strip, right? About the width of it. Lace is on my lap. Don't let me forget the lace is on my lap. Missing. Yes, I'm getting obsessed with it. All right, I'll see you in a bit. I don't know where it went. All right. All right, that's it. I'm not going to worry about it. I'll come back to that. Lace, napkin, flower. Oh, pretty paper. Let's go to the pretty paper and get a cup of tea. All right, let's flip this over and look at it for the paper. Let's put the lace inside. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so easy to find paper for in this one. Nope. Uh-oh, maybe it's not going to be easy. That's too perfect. Oh, there we go. This one's good. So we'll put the paper there. All right. So, everything but string. And yes, I'll go back and make sure everybody has the string. And if I already said that, yes, I am a dork and I always repeat myself. I'm putting a note to self about string by putting a dot there to say I forgot it. Oh, my string fell on the floor. All right, well, I'm not getting up out of my chair. I'm done. I'll deal with it later. Okay. Wait, I didn't hear what Mona wrote. Oh, thank you, Mona. That's so funny. Road trip. Where's the road trip? What was I talking about? All right, next one. Oh, I put paint in that last one, right? Yeah. So the next one, let's do this. Let's do a different one because we just did that one. So, did we just do this? No, we didn't just do that one. All right, this one feels like, no, purple's too much for that one. You want a little pink. And, all right, whoever gets this, when you get this and you get the pink and the green, mix a little bit of your paint, just a little bit of your pink and the green to give you a better color for this mix. But that'll be a fun blend. And with that said, I'm thinking this goes well together. What do you guys think? Yeah, I think that's good. So let's pop the paint in here. Let's pop the flower in there. Oh, and before I pop this in here, let's pick out the right paper. I'm gonna put these ones that don't go, although that's a maybe. All right, and let's just go in the middle this time. I don't know that I want, ooh, that's, oh, it's too gray though. That is a good piece of paper. Too red. That's probably the one I should have used on that last one. We can do that next time. Ooh, that's a good one for this page. Ooh, this one's perfect. Woohoo! Look at that. Isn't that great together? You can just see that going on the board together. All right, so you're going to go here and you're going to go there. Pretty little vintage paper. Pretty little napkin. I feel like Bob Ross. Pretty little trees. All right, so let's tuck you under. All right, and this goes in. A little bit of this. All right, you guys, you have a task now. Because if you notice that I don't check my list and I close it up, tell me to check my list. In all caps, of course. All right, so you're going to go in the front. So I have lace, ribbon, flower, napkin, paper. Key. I forgot the key. And all that's missing is the string. What did I do with that? That's so crazy. I thought I picked it up off the floor, but then obviously my brain... And yes, I obsess over things like this. I do. All right. Next. Oh, look at this pretty peacock. Ooh, that's fabulous. Okay, the pretty peacock is definitely going to get blue and orange. Definitely. And the flower for the pretty peacock, I'm really feeling yellow. I don't know why I'm feeling yellow, but that's what I'm feeling. Do you guys agree with that? I don't know. I need your opinions. All right, so the paper for the pretty little peacock. Orange, blue, yellow. We're going to have to make this paper. Oh, that's the one. Wow, that was fast. This one came together really fast. Maybe it's just for my love of peacocks. That's what it is. All right, and the pretty paper. I feel like I should do one of these myself just to have a little fun one day. For those of you who received the kit. Oh, I remembered the key this time. Oh, I don't even have to reach. It's right there. All right, so paint, key, button, string. Yeah. Ribbon. Didn't do. Oh, no, don't fold the napkin, woman. They might want that part of the peacock. Oh, I ripped my baggie. Okay, guys, I need washi. And yes, I always have it on the table. This guy's going to get some washi. You know, I think what I should do is a Happy Mail. Wouldn't that be fun? I could do a little Happy Mail of one of these kits. There we go. Oh, you know, these colors actually tie out with the peacock. So this person's going to be thinking that they're special with their little piece of tape, not knowing I'm fixing a problem. See, oopsies always end up being fabulous. All right, here we go. Paint, key, button, ribbon. I didn't put the ribbon in yet. Or the lace. So let's get the ribbon and the lace. I agree, Luz is a pretty name. But we can call you Lucy if you like. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Oh, how long have you been ill? That really stinks. And no, I'm not measuring these ones, by the way. This pretty little ribbon piece, I'm not measuring it. It's just coming out however it's coming out. Okay. This lace is gonna be a little wrinkly, but once you glue it down, it's not gonna matter. Also, as an FYI, for those artists, send me an email if you need more glue. I have another surprise for the artist, another thing I'm working on. And yes, I do this 24/7. I'm always writing down things that I think you guys might enjoy. And I've already told one of the artists about this. Oh wait, what did I forget? Did I remember the paper? Oh, I did. It was that silky looking paper. Ribbon, lace, napkin, flower, paper. All right, done. 30. Okay, next. So another thing that I'm working on, besides these, and besides these, is I have a whole bunch of little, I don't even know how big they are, but they're little alcohol sprays in a skinny bottle. I wish I had my skinny bottle with me right now, but I don't have it with me. But think something like this that is about that tall, but skinnier. And I'm going to turn them into alcohol sprays. And what I did is I ordered StazOn ink refills. And so you guys can use them with your acrylics just like you can do with StazOn ink when you're doing ink pads. So yeah, I'm excited about that. That'll be fun. But I have to sit down and make those. So those may or may not be going out next month. Oh, this has a line on it. So this person's just going to get extra. I didn't even know they stitched them like that. Look at that. Any kind of glue, whatever kind of glue you're thinking. Now, I don't have any E6000. That's on my shopping wish list to be able to provide something like E6000 for them. That would be cool. All right, we're going to go with the wild one. This is the wild one coming next. The wild one is going to get a yellow flower. We'll have to massage this flower into being happy again. There we go. Yellow paint and I don't know if that blue is good. Let's mute this down a little bit. Go with the yellow paint and the white paint. That way it can be shades of yellow in the background. Then you have your bit of wild. And this does have a fold, so we'll make this go to the top. All right, we already have the lace. A little bit of this. I do have an Amazon wish list. I need to put that on my wish list. I made a note yesterday to myself. It's on my phone, and I'm currently recording on my phone, so I can't look at it right now. But I did make a note to myself to update the wish list because, oh, we need paper for this. Let's pick out the paper. There's going to be a hard one for the paper on this one. Oh, I like that one. Look at that. That feels like a teenage girl's dream, doesn't it? All right, hold on. Where do we go? That might be fun to mix the two crazy images. Yeah, too much red. All right, let's go from the back to the front. That's really pretty. I really like that page. Look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? For the Love of Roses. All right, Too Wild. Why do I feel like that? What is the name of this pack again? Immortal Love? I think they're thinking Twilight. That's what it is. I think they're thinking about Twilight. Yeah, none of these are working so far for this image. Oh, I like that too. Oh, that's a maybe. That's a maybe. Oh, you know, I rarely show what the kits are that I provide to the artists. That way, if they do happy mail to people, then nobody knows that it came from me. Also, in the auctions, I like to put in the auctions some of the stuff that I send to the artists, so people, again, won't know who the artists are. Yeah. I am just not feeling it for this one. Okay, here's the decision, guys. Do we go with the... I don't like either one of them. Nope, that's not the decision. We're going to pick one I like. Let me go to other mats. See if I can find one. Nope. Oh, this package might have what I'm looking for, because I think... Oh, maybe... Oh, maybe. Maybe. Oh, that's a maybe too. Oh, I found it. I found it. What do you guys think about this one with it? That works. Because it wasn't feeling it with the other ones. And yes, this is a little wild, but this is going to be the wild kit. Pull you out of here. So we have paint, we have a key, we have the button, we have the ribbon, lace, napkin, flower, and pretty paper. This one's done. So this worked out. I just checked my seat for the string, and it's not my seat either. It has to be under my desk, behind my desk, or in a bucket somewhere. Not that I have buckets on the ground, but that just sounded good. All right, next. This is so much fun, isn't it? Or at least for me, it's fun. That's true. Well, hello there, Angela. It's fabulous to see you again. Yes, I have... Well, I don't know if I already answered this. That doesn't have a... Oh my gosh, the new E6000 doesn't have a scent to it? That's fabulous. Yeah, I have to put those on my wish list. Because for me personally, my must-haves are this. Yes, I have a lot of must-haves. A simple glue. This is not my favorite glue stick, but this is the glue stick that I bought recently. And I do buy this and use this, but honestly, when I feel fancy, I go for this. Yep. Okay. Let's do just one more kit, and then I'm going to log off because my phone said... Yep, sorry about that. I was just sharing with you guys what all my favorite things are. So, these are my favorite glues to work with. This is probably what I use the most. This I use sometimes. This I use when it's really burly to go on. This I use when I feel like I'm creating a work of art that someone might keep. And then this is my everyday, and I use all different kinds of glue sticks. I do have a couple of favorites, but I forget the name of my favorite one. It just, I can recognize it. And yeah, these are my favorites. I feel fancy when I use this one. All right, I don't know why I went off on that tangent, but let's make this the last kit that I do on screen. And then I'll head out of here and do some more on my own without having this crazy mess. Not to mention my phone is dying and I don't have my charger in here, so that's the real reason. Otherwise, I just keep hanging out with you. All right. Does the purple and blue work with this one? Not really. But it does work with this one. So we'll do this one last. Okay, and we have... Where's the end? There we go. Here's the end. A little bit of this. A little key. Scholastic is your favorite one? Does it stick over the years too? I'm so amazed by how well glue sticks stick. Not to be funny, but do you see this piece right here? This was originally stuck on with a subpar double-sided stick tape. One of those, ordered it online, got it super cheap. Well, this is why I got it super cheap, came right off. So, yeah, that stinks. Now, it did take a couple of years and some Florida weather to get it off, but still came off. And a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And I have to do, like, how many more of these? 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. I have to do 46 more of these, and then they'll be done. And so that's exciting. Because it'll be fun. All right, what paper do we want with this one? I feel like this paper's now calling out to me. Ooh, that's pretty with it. You're going with it. Is this double-sided? I mean, oh, it doesn't tell me. Make sure it's not. No, it's not sticker paper. I didn't mean to say double-sided. I meant adhesive. Just sometimes the words don't come out right. I love this. Okay, again, for those of you who joined late, if you do get a kit at the auction, then just remember that that paper right there, that's the old book page, is truly brittle. That is pretty. I don't know why I don't have a magnolia tree. I should have a magnolia tree. All right, I like this one. What am I missing? Oh, I have my list. Paint, key, button, ribbon, lace, napkin, flower. I didn't do a flower. So I'm thinking the flower with the paper on it. That's the flower. Wow, these really came together nicely. It's a nice blend of materials. And, you know, that's part of the work, too, is trying to figure out which materials to pull together before creating something. And that's why it was actually kind of nice using Lynn as a sounding board the other day when I was coming up with what I was originally going to make with these was, let me pull one out and show you. What I was originally going to make was, oh, I don't need to pull it out, is these canvas boards. I was going to make the front and back cover of a book, and so I cut a whole bunch of pieces of paper this size, and that's where this book page came from. I cut a whole bunch of pieces of paper, and then I sandwiched the paper in between these two book boards, and then said, crap, I don't like it. So that's what happened. And that's how this was born. So this was born to become something different that... wow, I really like that kit. This was born to become something different. That's all. Out of mistakes come the fabulous things. All right. Ooh, well, you know, I am looking... Oh, you know what? This is what I can do. Oh, I don't have my list. It's on my phone. Dagnabbit, and if I click off of my phone, I won't have the list. Yeah, I'm just going to make the list and charge my phone and come on at another time after I've updated my wish list on Amazon and then share with you guys what the wish list is. I also have some artists who told me what's in their wish list, so I did some shopping. And for the artists I haven't already sent their wish list that they gave to me, then they'll be getting it either month, depending on what the item is and what I was able to do. So, in any case, it was fun fulfilling those wish lists, and it's because of the auctions that we're able to, in addition to what people donate in the packages, with the lovely random stuff I'm able to send, I am now able to do some purchasing to send things like that too. So I think that's just awesome and exciting to be able to do that. And I was able to provide someone paper trimmer, provide another person with, I don't know, I don't even know what all the things are. Right? People made a bunch of requests and I was able to fulfill them. And this month, oh, the other thing that's a lovely surprise, that's not a surprise anymore, that the artists are going to get is brads. Not that this is a brad, but a whole bunch of brads. But, all right, I'm going to hang up on you guys. Love you all. It was a pleasure hanging out with you. And I will check out your PMs, your PM rows. And again, after this video is done uploading, then I'm going to delete the chat that was on this video. Love and hugs, everyone.